By now you should have a printed drawing in your hands, and you should also be seeing the drawing on your screen, and you could give yourself a pat on the back for having accomplished this task. What I'm going to do now is show you a different way of creating the same drawing, and just to go over some of the commands we've already covered and to introduce some new commands. So what I'll basically do here is close this file, save changes, yes, and I'm going to begin a new file. Selecting File, New, again using the AutoCAD drawing template, opening that, and a couple of things we want to do first. We need to format the units, and we need to save the drawing file. And they don't have to happen in that order. You could do saving first and then formatting. But since we began with formatting first, we're going to continue that way. So format units. Again, the type is architectural. Precision is 1/32. And as you saw, that is to round off to the nearest 32nd of an inch. Decimal degrees is fine. And we had selected 0.000. You can even select the one right above it, which will take you to the nearest hundredth instead of thousandth of a degree. And we didn't talk about this, but when you measure angles in math, you're always going in a counterclockwise direction. That is why this clockwise option is not selected, because it wouldn't be a typical calculation as you would do in math if you went in the other direction. Drag and drop scale, again leaving that to inches. Sample output, as you can see, this is how it will show up, and we can go ahead and OK this. Next thing I'll do, without having drawn anything yet, is select File and Save. Under Save, I already have a drawing file called Sofa. I'm going to call this one Sofa 2. I'm going to select Save. Now I'm going to zoom out 2 times. And as you can see, this is a new drawing file, and the UCS icon is remaining at the point of origin. I'm now going to pan, move this down, and exit, and I will begin to draw a couple of lines. Selecting line, specifying the first point. We do want to begin again at x equal 0, comma, y equal to 0, and enter. Ortho is not on. I'm going to turn that on. Taking my cursor to the right hand side, I am simply going to click. This time I'm not going to enter a specific value. Again, it's a different way of doing the same drawing, so I'm just going to pick out here, and then I'm going to right click, enter, which terminates the command. I am now going to right click, repeat the line command. I'd like for it to snap to the end point, which it is doing. I'm going to pick now, moving my cursor up, and I'm going to click right here. Again, I am not selecting any exact length. I'm going to pick and right click, enter, terminating the command. I'm going to try and pan this down. As you can see, the icon changes. What it's telling us is that it has zoomed out as far as it can go, and what needs to happen now is I need to regenerate the drawing. So I'm going to right click and exit, and I'm going to select View and Regen. What that means is that it's going to recalculate the points on the drawing screen, and it's going to allow me to zoom out a little bit further. So I'm going to select Regen. Now when I select the pan tool, it can pan it down.